Ecuador arrests 6 Colombians in slaying of anti-corruption presidential candidate. Ecuadorian authorities have arrested 6 Colombian nationals in connection with the assassination of Yacu Pérez Guartambel, a prominent indigenous leader and presidential candidate who was shot dead during a campaign rally on Tuesday. Pérez was known for his anti-corruption and environmental activism and had received death threats from illegal mining groups. The motive for the killing is still under investigation. Slain woman found buried in concrete wall identified by Australian police. Police in Australia have identified the remains of a woman who was found buried in a concrete wall in a Sydney apartment last week. The victim was Melissa Caddick, a 49-year-old financial advisor who had been missing since November 2020. Caddick was accused of defrauding her clients of millions of dollars and had disappeared a day after police raided her home. Police believe she took her own life and her body was washed ashore by the ocean currents. Presidential candidate in Ecuador assassinated during rally in Quito. Suspect dead. In another shocking incident in Ecuador, a presidential candidate was killed during a rally in the capital city of Quito on Wednesday. Andrés Araúz, a leftist economist and former minister, was shot by a gunman who then killed himself. Araúz was leading the polls ahead of the second round of the elections scheduled for October 15th. He was endorsed by former President Rafael Correa, who is living in exile in Belgium and faces corruption charges in Ecuador. Volunteers compete in 10-day competition to collect trash from Hungary River. A group of volunteers have launched a 10-day competition to clean up the Tisza River, one of the most polluted waterways in Europe. The participants are divided into teams and use boats, kayaks, and drones to collect plastic waste and other debris from the river. The initiative is part of the Pet Cup, an annual event that aims to raise awareness and promote environmental protection. Aftermath of the atomic bomb. What it looked like in Nagasaki 78 years ago. On August 9, 1945, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Nagasaki, Japan, killing an estimated 74,000 people and injuring another 75,000. The blast destroyed most of the city and left behind a scene of devastation and horror. A series of photos taken by U.S. military photographers show the aftermath of the nuclear attack, which marked the end of World War II. 3 dead, 1 critical after suspected mushroom poisoning in Australia. 3 people have died, and 1 is in critical condition after eating wild mushrooms in Australia. The victims were part of a group of 6 friends who had gathered for dinner at a home in Canberra on Saturday night. They had picked the mushrooms from a nearby park, thinking they were edible. However, they turned out to be death cap mushrooms, which contain a toxin that can cause liver failure and death. 41 people believed dead after migrant ship capsizes between Italy and Tunisia. A boat carrying about 50 migrants from Tunisia to Italy capsized in the Mediterranean Sea on Sunday, leaving at least 41 people dead and 9 missing. The Tunisian Coast Guard rescued only 2 survivors, who said they had been at sea for 3 days. UK to mask up again. Experts raise alarms as Eris variant cases rise. COVID cases due to the new Omicron variant, Eris, are on the rise in the United Kingdom. The increase in Eris cases across Britain has caused health experts to raise an important question. Should the UK mask up again? Health experts are vouching for the reintroduction of face masks to combat the rising cases in the UK. As per the latest data available, the Eris variant has been attributed to around 14.6% of the COVID cases reported in the UK. Thank you for joining us on this news update. Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay informed about events that shape our world. Stay safe and stay informed.